able to see. So I'm sorry, I gotta redo that part again because I barely started recording my lesson. One more time. I'm gonna have you guys go to your classwork, and then in classwork you have all these lessons, like all these weeks starting from week 3. And I also have a week 1 Dropbox for those of you who haven't turned in your homework for week 1 to the office or either to me. You can drop it off here and then I can give you credit from there. Okay, so this week is week 6. Open up week 6 and your assignments is all listed out right here. Okay, everything that you need worksheet wise is all under here. And then again, go to the Dropbox, go to the class folder, and all the assignments from the previous weeks are listed. I opened it already. Yeah, are all under here. So you can click on it and let me see if I have any of those ready. I don't know why they're not opening. That's weird. Hold up. I'll show you one of these. So let's say this is week 5. It will look something like this. And I already have the video lesson in there. So you're welcome to click on it, and then the Dropbox are on the right side. Okay, so if you have any questions about like what the assignment is, anything along those lines, feel free to text me or email me and I'll answer how you can drop off your assignments. Okay, so let's go to our lesson for this week. We have, let me see. Again, anyone joining this meeting, you are receiving extra credit. So thank you so much for joining. Let's see, Monday and Tuesday, day 1 and day 2 homework. I did 2 questions for you guys already from your notes. Do you guys want me to show more problems, or you guys want to try to do it on your own? Oh, the other students have lost, can they join? Yeah. Evelyn, yes, I got you, and Montserrat's me. Okay, so let's look at this first page. I'm just gonna randomly do some more questions so you guys can write it down, okay? Let's do number 3 on the first page. So number 3, we are solving for x. Okay, all of these questions we're solving for x, and your job is to try to get rid of everything that's on the x side, as much as possible, as efficient as possible. Okay, so for number 3, we have this 4th root blocking everything. So I'm gonna first off by taking the 4th root on both sides so I can get rid of the 4th root. Okay, so multiply to the 4th power, get rid of that. We have 5x minus 1 equals to 2 to the 4th power. Okay, that's 16. And then you can keep solving for this. Does anyone want to jump in and tell me the answer for number 3? If we're gonna add stuff, divide it, what would be our final answer to this question? And again, if you're too shy to ask, feel free to write your answer in the chat group, chat box for me. Three, really close. So we add 1 on both sides, right? So that means this is gonna be 17 equals to 5x. So we're gonna divide both sides by 5. X would be 17 over 5. Okay, there's some of these questions are in fraction form. So just leave them in fractions. Don't worry about decimals, okay? Okay, so right now, I need everyone who's in the group right now, all of you guys who do number 1 and number 2, and send me your answers in the chat right now, okay? Do that right now in order for you to earn your points for today. Let me just share this screen. Yep, so what you can do, again, you can put number 1, like when you type it in the chat, you can just put 1 is this answer, number 2 is this answer. Okay, again, those of you who just joined, everything that from the past 13 minutes, I have already recorded it, so you guys can feel free to watch it later on.
Good looking.
Hello, hello.
Hey, what up, Cook?
Okay. Oh my God. The whole time I've been talking, no wonder I was like, why is this so quiet? Okay. So earlier, going back to number 1 and 2, the answers were 12 and 16. Thank you for those of you who are answering. And I will be saving the chat to give you guys points, okay? Let's look at number 5 and 7. So if you guys can do 5 and 7, write down your answers. Let's see. Okay, since I wasted some time, I'm just gonna work on one other question and then you guys can do it along as I work on it. Oh, by the way, some of you guys are listed as iPhone. Please correct your name, like rename yourself to your name so I can give you guys credit for joining, okay? Going back to number 5, let's subtract 5 on both sides. And then we have 2 cube root of x equals to -4, right? What would be the next step to this question? Any ideas? Again, if you're too shy to answer, feel free to write it in the chat or send it privately to me. That's considered as answering.
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2, thank you. And then we have cube root of x equals to -2. Okay, last step, we're almost done solving for x. So the last thing we gotta do is to get rid of the cube root by taking the third power of both sides. Get rid of that, x equals 2. So again, this one says we're taking -2 times -2 times another -2. This would be -8. X equals to -8. Okay. So number 7 and number 8, if you look at the 2 questions, they're very similar, except it's just different numbers. Okay, so if you can work on those 2 questions. And then I'll give you guys 3 minutes. Try to do 7. And if I can have at least 10 people telling me the answers to number 7, then I'll do number 8 as well. So send me the answer to number 7, and I'll do number 8. Alex is here. Is Maribel in the group right now? Maribel? No, Maribel? Okay. Okay, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I got 6 people who answered it correctly so far. 7, 8, 9, and 1 more. Okay, thank you for those of you who answer. So we have enough responses for me to show you guys how to do number 7 and number 8, okay? So number 7, again, we add 7 on both sides first, so we get 2. And then we square both sides to get rid of the square root, right? And that will make it 4. So now from here, we add 1, and then 10x equal to 5, so x will equal to 5 over 10. Okay, simplify it. It would be 1 over 2. That's the correct answer. Okay. Let's look at number 8. Number 8, same steps. Add 11 to both sides, so we have 3. Okay. And then we square both sides. Same step. We get 9 equal 9x plus 3. Simplify it, move stuff over and divide. You guys should have gotten, I'm going to skip the middle step, okay? You guys should have gone 2 over 3, correct? Okay, any questions? If not, let's look at the next page. Okay, so look at the next page. If you see, I did number 1 and number 6 already because the video that I show, the YouTube video, I already did number 1 and 6. Okay, so this page is a little bit different because it says check for extraneous solutions. That means some of the answers, do not equal to each other after you substitute it back in. So like, let's say these two right here, we found the answer and they actually match. Okay, so that means that one is good to go. But if there's any of them that the answer don't match, then that's your extraneous solution. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys some of these questions. These ones are a little bit more difficult. Let's do number 2. Yeah, let's do 2 together. Okay, so write this down. So I can also see number 6, please. So. Okay, so number 2. Again, we gotta get rid of the square roots because the square root is kind of blocking everything right now. So I'm gonna square both sides. On the right side, the square root and the square get canceled out, so I have 2x minus 9. Okay, but the right side, you can't just say I'm gonna put the squares into each of them. Okay, we have to multiply x minus 4 times x minus 4, which we get x squared minus 4x plus 16. Okay, so we have x squared minus 8x plus 16. That goes to the, left side. Okay. And then we're gonna try, because we have 3 terms, the x squared and a term with the x and the term with the number, we wanna try to move everything to one side to set it equal to 0. So I'm gonna subtract 2x, add 9, and get rid of these. So I have 0 equal to x squared minus 10x plus 25. Okay. So can someone tell me what would be the breakdown for x squared minus 10x plus 25? Like I'm at this step right now. What would be the breakdown for that? In like what times what here and what times will I give you 25? So we add to get negative 10.
Move, Susan, move. I'm gonna throw
Caesar, if you don't mind, I'm gonna mute your mic a little bit. Okay. No one else? You guys know how to do these. What do we multiply to get x squared? X times x, right? What do we multiply to get 25? And add to get negative 10?
5 times 5.
5 times 5. And they're both negative, okay? So those are the breakdown. And since they're exactly the same thing, your x will just equal to 5. Okay, so think about it. If you put 5 back in to your original question right here, like this is your original question. If I put 5 back in there, does that give me, are they equal to each other? So 5 minus 4 equal to square root of 2 times 5 minus 9. The left side is going to be 1. And the right side is going to be 10 minus 9, which is 1. So 1 equals to 1. This x equal to 5 is a good answer. Okay.
Do we have to plug it in to check when we do it ourselves, or?
If you for sure know that that's the answer, then you don't have to. But then I can tell you that some of the answers you would know that they're not equal to each other. So like, let's say I'm gonna have you guys do number 4. Do number 4 and tell me the 2 answers that you get first. And then actually one of them doesn't work when you plug it back in. Okay. So you guys do number 4. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna keep number 2 up here. And then if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Again, once you have number 4's answer, send it to the group for me, or send it to the chat. I haven't gotten any answers yet. Anyone need help on this? Let me know, because I don't know if you guys need help or not. Okay, so I'm getting some responses. And a lot of you guys got the right answers, which is some of you guys got -3 and 2. So if these were the answers that you got, you're at a good track. But one of them actually doesn't work. Okay, so I'm gonna have you guys figure out which one doesn't work, but let me show you how we get to this point. Okay, we square both sides, and the left side, x plus 2 square, if you do your entire FOIL, you should get x squared plus 4x plus 4 equal to 3x plus 10. Okay, move everything to the left side. So we have x squared plus x minus 6 equal to 0. Okay, good. Some of you guys got the right answer. So if I put, if I'm at this step now, what do I multiply to get -6? And add to get 1, 3, and 2, right? X and x. And in this case, it will be positive 3 and a negative 2 in parentheses. Okay, so I know my answer will be x equal to negative 3 and x equal to 2. Substitute your negative 3 into the x. Like, think about it. If I put negative 3 in there, into these x's, I would get negative 3 plus 2 equals to 3 times negative 3 plus 10. Okay, negative 3 plus 2 is a negative 1. Equal to, get all that together, it will be a 1. So negative 1 equal to 1, that's not possible. That means this negative 3 is actually not your answer. Yes, so your answer would just be 2. Substitute it back in, and you will see that 4 equals to square root of 16, 4 equal to 4. That's the right answer. Okay. Let me see. Number 3, I think you can do that on your own. Do you guys, is there any of these questions that you want me to do? I can do 2 for you for the sake of time. I can do 2 for you, and then I will show you day 4's questions as well. Okay, send it to the chat if there's any questions you want me to do from 3, 5, 7, and 8. Okay, let's do this question. One more question. Yep, okay, so first 2 people answer. Number 7 and number 8. Let's do 7 first. Number 7, there's no square roots blocking anything. It seems like we only have this x term, we only have this plus 4, right? So let's try to add 4 on both sides so I can get rid of that. So x to the 1/3 power equals to a 4. Okay, how do I get rid of 1/3 power? Any ideas? Multiply, okay, so I actually need to raise it to a certain power to get rid of the 1/3. And that will raise it to the power of 3. Okay, 1/3 and 3, they get canceled out. So I have x equals 4 to the 3rd power. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. And that will give you 64. Okay, so just real quick, substitute it back in and check. 1/3 power is the same thing as saying cube root. So cube root of 64, again, we just figured that out, is 4. Minus 4 equal to 0, 0 equal to 0, check. And that's number 7. Number 7 has 1 answer. Okay. I'm glad someone asked number 8, because number 8 is it's quite long of a question. So follow along with me. We have a square root on one side, and we want to get rid of that square root first, okay, by squaring both sides. If I square both sides, the left side is going to be x plus 1. The right side, I'm going to multiply square root of 2x plus 1 plus 2 times another 2x plus 1 plus 2. Okay, so we consider this as the first term. So this times this, and then this times 2 later. We have 2x plus 1 without the square root plus 2 times 2x, or square root of 2x plus 1. Okay, and then we're going to take the 2 times this root and times the 2. So we have this plus 4. Okay. Okay. And then we have combined like terms. We have 2x plus 4 square root of 2x plus 1 plus 5 equal to x plus 1. Okay, and then we move stuff to the left side by subtracting. This is a pretty long question. We subtract all of these over to the left. We have negative x minus 4 equals to 4 square root of 2x plus 1. Okay. I know you guys are getting tired of seeing this. Square both sides again, because we got to get rid of this square root now. The left side is going to be x squared plus 8x plus 16. Okay, I skipped some step right there. If you need to, you can just multiply your negative x minus 4 times negative x minus 4. And then you figure out what that is. Okay, and now it equals to, we square the 4, which is 16, times 2x plus 1. Okay. So I'm going to multiply the 16 into each of them. We have 32x plus 16, and then it equals to the other side. Okay, move all your terms over. Minus 16. And you realize this is actually x squared minus 24x equal to 0. Okay. I got x times x minus 24 equal to 0, x equal to 0, x equal to 24. Okay, you guys are going to hate me after this question, because if you substitute 0 back into your original question right here, I'm going to tell you guys, you'll realize that they don't equal to each other. Okay, you put 0 back in, actually you will get like 1 equal to 3 or something. Okay, if you substitute 0. Okay, so this is not equal. That means 0 is not one of the answer. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys substitute 24 right now on your own, and then tell me if they equal. Okay, do that right now. Put 24 in here and in there. And then tell me what it equals to. Yes, I will send the recording out after I upload it. Okay, one more time. I did all of these work all the way to find out that it's x equal to 0 and x equal to 24. So I substituted 0 into my x's and realized that it says 1 equal to 3. And that does not equal, so that means x equal to 0 is not one of my answers. So substitute 24 into the x's and try to see what you get. Anybody have done that already?
Yeah, so then is it no solutions?
Yeah. Don't you guys hate me after this? What does it equal to though? What did you get?
25 doesn't equal 9.
25? Or is it 5? 5? Because it's square root of 25, right? So 5 doesn't equal to 9.
Yeah.
Yep, and then that means x does not equal to 24. So this question, after all that, is actually no solutions. Okay, so I don't know if I should go over day 4 yet. I'll probably provide you with the video for that. But we are like basically done with day 1 and day 2 homework. And then you guys just need to finish these 2 questions. For Carnegie, tomorrow, I'm gonna have you guys work on, I'll post this later as well, but you guys are gonna be working on Unit 5, Workspace 3, and then for Friday, it will be Unit 5, Workspace 4. Okay, for my honors, you're just gonna keep working, and at the end, you should have everything completed, like the whole entire Carnegie modules, all the modules, okay? I noticed that you guys are really close to finishing. I think I have one student that actually finished all of it already. So, good job. For the last 9 minutes or so, if you guys have any questions for me, then you can ask here, or if you guys want to talk, you can talk in here. You guys have anything you want to update me? Or any questions about anything?
Miss Yang, what about if we can't join?
You can't join the meeting?
Yeah, what about if we can't join it?
Well, it's not that it will hurt your grade, but then this is what I use to show you guys, like, you know, like more homework help. So if you really can't join it, we can't do anything about it. But if you joined it, you get your extra credit. But then I noticed that some of you guys, is it conflicting Ms. Torres's class? Let me see. Maybe I should set another time. Would you guys be able to join, like if I set another time? Yeah, Seth, I wrote your name down.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, I can think of another time, and then you guys can join one or the other. So you don't miss any of it. But then we will record the lesson. So if you miss any of them, you can go back to look at it, okay? Any other questions from you? How's the Chromebook? Is it okay? Is there any like glitch or any defects? No? Are you guys like home right now? Anyone that's in another state or something? You guys are so quiet. It's like the normal class time. Okay, anyways, if you have no more questions for me, you are free to go. You don't have to stay all the way until 2. Okay, thank you so much for joining. And I will see you guys next time. Okay,